Today, we are diving into a story that has sent shockwaves across the continent and sparked intense debate far beyond Europe's borders. Denmark and Sweden have made a historic decision, and the reaction from Europe has been swift, emotional, and deeply divided. This decision did not come out of nowhere. For years, both countries have been quietly reassessing their positions in a rapidly changing Europe. Security concerns, economic pressures, and shifting alliances have all played a role in pushing leaders toward a moment that now feels like a turning point. Across European capitals, the mood has been tense. Some leaders have welcomed the move as bold and necessary, while others see it as risky and destabilizing. The sense that Europe is standing on the edge of a new era is hard to ignore. Denmark and Sweden have long been seen as symbols of stability, cooperation, and balance in the region. Their political cultures emphasize consensus and caution, which makes this decision even more striking. When countries known for careful diplomacy act decisively, people pay attention. At the heart of this story is security. Europe today faces a world that feels less predictable than it did a decade ago. Conflicts near its borders, rising global competition, and new forms of warfare have forced governments to rethink old assumptions. For many Europeans, the idea of safety is no longer abstract. It is connected to energy supplies, cyber threats, migration pressures, and military readiness. Denmark and Sweden's move speaks directly to these fears. Public reaction inside both countries has been intense. Supporters argue that the decision strengthens national security and aligns with modern realities. Critics worry about long-term consequences and the loss of traditional neutrality or independence. In Sweden especially, the debate has been emotional. Neutrality has been a key part of national identity for generations. Letting go of that tradition feels, to some, like closing a chapter of history. Denmark's discussion has focused more on responsibility. Many voices argue that being part of a stronger collective framework is the only realistic way to face today's threats. Others fear being pulled into conflicts not of their choosing. Elsewhere in Europe, reactions have varied widely. Countries in Eastern Europe have largely expressed support. For them, the decision feels like a confirmation of warnings they have been voicing for years. In Western Europe, the response has been more cautious. Some leaders are worried about escalation and the possibility that this move could increase tensions rather than reduce them. There is a fear of unintended consequences. Southern European countries have looked at the situation through an economic lens. Stability is crucial for trade, tourism, and recovery after years of crisis. Any move that risks uncertainty is viewed with concern. European institutions have also been placed under pressure. This decision raises questions about unity, coordination, and the future direction of the European project itself. Can Europe speak with one voice in moments like this? The timing of the decision has added to the drama. With global power balances shifting, Europe is trying to redefine its role. Denmark and Sweden's choice forces the entire continent to confront uncomfortable questions. One of those questions is about dependence. For years, Europe has relied on external partners for security guarantees. This decision suggests a desire to be more proactive, but it also highlights existing dependencies. Another issue is deterrence. Supporters argue that stronger alignment sends a clear message to potential adversaries. Critics worry that it may provoke exactly the kind of confrontation it seeks to prevent. Media coverage across Europe has been relentless. Headlines speak of a historic moment, a breaking point, or even a new Cold War atmosphere. The language itself reflects how serious the situation feels. On social media, the debate has been even more polarized. Some users celebrate the decision as brave and overdue. Others describe it as reckless and dangerous. Emotions are running high on all sides. Experts have been trying to calm the discussion by adding nuance. They point out that this is not a single dramatic act, but part of a longer process. Still, even experts admit the symbolism is powerful. For smaller European countries, this move has been closely watched. Many are asking whether they too need to reconsider long-held positions. The ripple effects could be significant. There is also a generational aspect to the debate. Younger Europeans who grew up after the Cold War often see security differently than older generations. For them, cooperation and alliances feel more natural. Older generations, however, remember the costs of conflict more vividly. They tend to be more skeptical of decisions that could increase military involvement or reduce diplomatic flexibility. Economic implications cannot be ignored. Defense spending, industrial cooperation, and technological development are all part of the picture. This decision could reshape priorities across the continent. Businesses are paying attention as well. Markets dislike uncertainty, and any major geopolitical shift can affect investment and growth. Europe's economy is closely tied to perceptions of stability. Energy security is another key factor. Europe has already learned painful lessons about dependence and vulnerability. Decisions like this are often influenced by the desire to protect critical infrastructure. The cultural impact is harder to measure but equally important. Denmark and Sweden have been seen as moral voices in Europe, advocating dialogue and peaceful solutions. This decision challenges that image. Some argue that ideals must adapt to reality. Others fear that compromising principles will lead to a more divided and militarized Europe. This tension lies at the core of the current debate. International reactions have added another layer. Allies outside Europe have largely welcomed the move, seeing it as a sign of commitment and shared responsibility. This external approval matters. At the same time, rival powers have criticized the decision sharply. Their statements suggest that Europe's choices are being closely monitored and will influence future relations. Diplomats now face the challenge of managing these reactions. Avoiding escalation while asserting new positions requires skill and patience. The coming months will be crucial. Within European societies, trust in leadership is being tested. People want to know that such major decisions are made transparently and with their interests in mind. Communication will be key. Parliaments and political parties are deeply divided. Some see an opportunity to strengthen Europe's position in the world. Others warn of a slippery slope toward greater conflict. This decision has also revived discussions about European defense autonomy. Should Europe rely less on others and build its own capabilities? Denmark and Sweden's move adds urgency to this question. However, building true autonomy is expensive and politically complex. It requires coordination that Europe has often struggled to achieve. The gap between ambition and reality remains wide. Public opinion across Europe is shifting, but unevenly. In some countries, fear has increased support for stronger security measures. In others, skepticism remains strong. Education and media play a role in shaping these views. How the story is told can influence whether people feel reassured or alarmed. Responsibility in reporting has never been more important. Looking ahead, the long-term consequences are still uncertain. Some analysts believe this decision will strengthen Europe and deter threats. Others predict increased tension and division. What is clear is that Europe cannot simply return to business as usual. The sense of being on edge reflects a deeper awareness of vulnerability and change. Denmark and Sweden have forced a conversation that many leaders were trying to postpone. Now that conversation is happening openly, sometimes uncomfortably. History shows that moments like this often define eras. Whether this decision will be remembered as wise or misguided depends on what follows. Cooperation, dialogue, and restraint will be essential in the coming years. Europe's strength has always come from its ability to balance different perspectives. Citizens will continue to watch closely. Trust must be earned through honesty and results, not just promises and speeches. For Denmark and Sweden, the challenge now is to manage expectations at home while navigating a more complex international role. The world will be watching their next steps. For Europe as a whole, this is a test of unity. Can diverse nations respond to change without losing what binds them together? The edge that Europe stands on today is not just about security. It is about identity, values, and the future direction of the continent. As events unfold, one thing is certain. The historic decision by Denmark and Sweden has changed the conversation, and Europe will not be the same again. We will continue to follow this story closely, breaking down what it means and how it could shape the future. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more in-depth analysis on the issues that matter most.